Walk through the ruins of medieval Europe and you will notice something remarkable. Many timber structures are still standing. Roof beams, floor joists, and even bridge supports have endured centuries of rain, snow and wind without collapsing. Contrast that with modern wood, which often decays within a generation despite chemical sealants and synthetic coatings. The difference is not luck. It is a deliberate method developed by medieval builders, a trick that allowed wood to survive repeated exposure to water without rotting. For backyard enthusiasts and DIY builders, understanding this approach can transform the longevity of fences, decks, sheds and outdoor furniture, turning wood from a temporary material into one that can last for decades, even generations. Medieval builders treated wood as a living material that needed careful preparation. Modern construction tends to treat timber as an inert object that can be protected with surface coatings. Medieval builders knew better. Wood is alive with cellular fibres that respond to moisture, temperature and stress. Instead of trying to seal water out completely, they prepared the wood to tolerate wetting and drying cycles naturally. This included removing the nutrients that fungi feed on, controlling moisture movement, and hardening the fibres themselves. In a backyard setting, this translates into preparation being far more effective than relying solely on paints or synthetic sealants. Timber selection and winter cutting set the stage for longevity. Not all trees produce equally durable wood. Medieval builders were selective, favouring slow-grown, dense heartwood with minimal sapwood. Sapwood contains sugars and starches that fungi thrive on, so it was either trimmed away or avoided entirely. Trees were felled in winter, when sap levels were at their lowest, making the timber less hospitable to rot. For backyard projects, sourcing heartwood-rich lumber and, if possible, choosing wood harvested in the dormant season can dramatically extend the life of your structures. Even small adjustments in timber selection improve durability without the need for chemicals. One of the most powerful medieval tricks was soaking timber in rivers, ponds or tidal waters before use. This process leached sugars and starches from the wood while slowing microbial activity. The timber became resistant to fungi and insects long before any further treatment. For modern backyard applications, soaking post beams or raised garden frames before slow drying can replicate this effect, giving the wood a natural chemical-free boost in rot resistance. After soaking, timber was dried slowly under cover with airflow. This allowed fibres to compress evenly, increasing density and toughness while minimizing cracks. Modern kiln drying often removes moisture too quickly, leaving wood stressed and prone to rot. Stacking lumber, properly protecting it from direct rain, and allowing it to dry gradually can give backyard wood the same resilience medieval builders achieved, enabling it to withstand storms and wet-dry cycles year after year. Medieval builders sometimes applied controlled heat or light charring to timber surfaces. This killed surface fungi, hardened fibres, and reduced water absorption. After this step, wood was coated with natural oils, tallow waxes, or pine tar. Unlike modern paints or synthetic coatings, these substances penetrated deeply, repelling water while remaining flexible, allowing the wood to expand and contract without cracking. For DIY applications, lightly torch wood surfaces, brush away loose char, and apply warmed oil or tar. Reapplication over time ensures long-lasting protection. Beyond preparation, medieval houses, bridges and ships were designed to shed water efficiently. Steep roofs, elevated posts, beveled joints and overlapping planks ensured that water did not accumulate. Airflow around the timber allowed it to dry between storms, preventing conditions favourable to rot. Backyard builders can mimic this by raising posts on stones, sloping horizontal surfaces, and leaving space for airflow around structures. Design works hand in hand with treatment to prevent decay. Medieval builders understood that longevity required ongoing care. Timber was inspected regularly, surfaces were re-oiled or re-tarred, and minor repairs were completed before problems became severe. Modern maintenance-free promises fail silently, but early attention and routine treatment can extend wood life dramatically. For backyard applications, regular inspection, minor repairs, and occasional retreatment of surfaces maintain the integrity of outdoor wood for decades. The trick that allowed medieval timber to survive 100 storms is not a secret lost to history. It is a combination of selection, preparation, design, and maintenance. Timber treated and designed in this way resists decay naturally without relying solely on synthetic chemicals. For backyard enthusiasts, survivalists and DIY builders, these principles can be applied using local materials and simple tools, creating outdoor structures that truly endure. If this guide revealed the medieval secret to stormproof wood and inspired your next backyard project, subscribe to Backyard Wisdom, share it with fellow DIYers and history enthusiasts, and preserve centuries of practical construction knowledge for future generations.